epitome of real, the definition of truth. Nikki C in the place to be. Love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, and stay fly. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's early in the morning, I know. Very early in the morning. Early in the rising. And yeah, I got things on my mind. I got a lot on my mind, actually. I was thinking and thinking and thinking. And it just came to me that, we be operating on ego a lot. And if we can really go within, I'm going to keep saying it and saying it and saying it. When we really go within, we just realize a lot of things. You realize your rights and your wrongs. You realize everything about yourself. But when people don't want to go within, they like to deflect that bullshit towards someone else. Nobody wants to face who they really are for real. Like, it's like one of the hardest things for us to do is to face who we are. We are a lot of things. We got the light and the dark. And it's up to you which one you want to lean towards. But we all have these qualities about ourselves. And are they qualities? Are they? Are they something that benefits the world? What we have. How can we benefit the world? Because I see everybody trying to benefit the world or benefit from the world. Is what you're giving worth giving? Is it something you could be happy about, proud to give? Oh yeah, y'all. Y'all know what this is. It's Coffee with Nikki C. And guess what? I got my coffee. I hope you got yours. Let's get it. So basically, what came on my heart was we have to be careful with our intentions because intentions are so powerful. That's what we have to do, you know what I mean? And guess what? The true intent of a person will come out eventually. You can't hide it. There's no way you can hide it. Like, it's impossible to hide, actually. It'll come out, and people who read energy, like myself, we'll be able to run down everything that happened when I go back and think about it. Because, like, I didn't even realize I was an energy reader like I am. I didn't realize it as much as I realize it now. But, because I allow a lot of things to happen in the past and I don't say anything. I let it go and faster until it's a big old problem. Because I didn't pay attention to what these people's intentions was from the gate. And I didn't pay attention to any of the signs and the signals and all those things that would ultimately cause me to make a different kind of decision when it comes to these people. And then, like I said before, we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. We always do. We always do. We always like to give them the benefit of the doubt, find their best qualities, amplify those, and forget about the things that are really the most nerve wracking of them all. But that's how our heart is built. Like, we're supposed to love people. Our job here on earth is to become a being that can love people regardless of anything, um, an unconditional love. But I just see through a lot of things, like people and their intent. I remember how sometimes I used to just ask people, like when they start trying to get up under me and get close to me and all this shit, and then the next thing it is, they need me to do something. I starting off asking them, "What is your intentions? What do you want from me? Like, basically, what you want? Like, there's a reason why you want to get up all under me. You know what I mean?" So I just want my message today to be: we need to be careful with our intentions for other people or towards other people, or you know how we feel with this energy that we have that is so powerful, not understanding and realizing what the abilities we really have, what those thoughts can do, and what we really intend on doing with people. Like, what make sure that you don't have this ill will towards people, because other people are not your problem. Other people are not our problem at all. It's us. We have to figure some things out within us. And we can't go around and keep projecting on others, making it seem like it's somebody else's fault for the reason why you're in a position you're in. It's not nobody else's fault. And I can say this because I've been there. I've been there. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's
Long
going
time,
on,
honey. How you
Chris?
been? Long time, long time. How you been?
I've been good.
Yeah, all
How
right,
about
all
you?
right, all right, all right. What'd you say?
I said, how about you?
Everything is everything, dear. Work. I'm in work now, so I can't be around here long. I just want to come over here and show you some love and to tell you Merry Christmas and all that good stuff.
Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
All right. All right. You gonna do some more videos making some of that good ass food?
Oh shoot, I don't know. Maybe today
Okay. What you planning on cooking?
I'm gonna do something different that I did. I'll see if I can do a
I
video.
think the last one I seen you do, I think you were making some tacos or something.
Probably.
You still doing your hair and all that stuff too, babe?
Yep. I just followed you on TikTok.
I don't know how I'm getting followed because I don't be on TikTok. Is it showing that I'm on TikTok?
It showed me that you was on there, and I followed you last night.
'Cause I do not recall making no account. So, and I be getting notifications of people
It
putting
got
videos
CT.
in.
It got your whole your little thing saying CTS. Yeah.
For
I
real?
was like, yeah.
I never created a TikTok account, so I don't know how is that possible.
I don't
Hmm.
even.
Maybe because I watched somebody video. I think I know what happened. I watched somebody video, and I think it made me sign in. And I guess when I did that, it created the
It made
account.
you
I don't
account.
know.
Yeah, it made you an
Yeah.
account. That's what it did.
Okay.
You didn't realize it.
Well, since I know I got an account up there now, I guess I need to make use of it.
Yeah.
Need to make use of it. Okay. But anyway, dear, let me get my head back to work before I get fired. But anyway, love you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay.
All right.
See you later.
All right.
Getting back to my commentary, that was a good friend of mine over here on YouTube, Chris Thorne. Shout out to him. He has a great platform. He's always been very diligent with what he does, and I commend him. But going back to the intent we have for other people and how we learn to move different in our hearts, you know what I mean? Get our heart right because me sitting back looking at what's going on in the world, it made me come up with this. It made me come up with this because I'm looking at all these people. They're in the spotlight. They stay in the spotlight. They've been in the spotlight for years and years and years, getting money and get doing all this and doing all that. But truthfully, it's coming out that their intentions haven't been very good with people. And what happens when your intentions aren't good and you don't want any good to come to other people, you just want everything to come to you. This is the predicament you can end up in. End up in a whole bunch of bullshit, all because of what you wanted in your life and who you didn't care about walking on to get there. You didn't care about stepping on nobody's toes to get there. You didn't care about how somebody was going to feel when you used them as content. You didn't care about the detriment and the trauma actually that it caused people when you do this stuff. And, you know, it's just not right. I just feel it's not. I feel that we need to take our time and think about what we're doing here, period, and use your thoughts to prosper yourself, because you're that powerful. You can do it. You can put yourself in different positions just with the way you think. Change your thinking, elevate your mind, and not want to harm others. Because at the end of the day, we put ourselves in the positions that we're in life, whether we know it or not. And intentions are everything, like I've been saying. Your intentions are everything. I just noticed that a lot of things that I had in my heart for myself, it may not have been the right time at some point in time, but when the right time comes for you to have all these things start manifesting in your sight, it'll happen. Especially if that's what you wanted. You know what I mean? So if it's that powerful, if it's that powerful, why not utilize that for you? Because when I look at all the people that are going through what they're going through now in entertainment, I really don't want to say any names. Everybody knows the names. When I look at that, that just lets me know and shows me how easily you can put yourself in a position. You can become whatever you want to really want to become, but then at the end of the day, what were your intentions the whole time? How are you utilizing your power? Utilizing it for wrongdoing is basically going to come with a price. And I figured it out early in life because I'm very I studied theater all my years in high school. I studied theater for not from the ninth to the 12th grade. And I did stage crew, I did all that stuff. I wanted to be in the limelight. I ain't gonna lie, I participated in that. And I could have kept going and moved on to actually doing it, but something stopped me. Something stopped me. I was getting connections and all this stuff to really actually make moves. But I didn't like the energy of the people. I didn't like how they were. Some things that raised my eyebrows, and once I saw that kind of activity, I didn't want to be a part. Didn't want to be a part. It was just certain things were said, actions were made, and I didn't like it. So I moved on, and I ended up taking a different path in life. And I don't regret the path that I took because it was a path that I learned a lot of lessons, you know, to evolve into the woman that I am today, which I'm happy about it. I'm happy of who I am, you know, and I can't complain about anything. I'm cool with whatever is going on right now because I'm going with the flow of life. When you go with the flow, it's a relaxed moment for you. You are in a state of you're content. And when things need to change to a different and shift, you're ready. But that doesn't say that you're still not laying out foundations. You're still not working towards something because you never know what the universe have for you. You never know. So I just wanted to say that when we are aware of what our intentions are with ourselves and others, and we understand what intentions do, then we'll be more careful as to how we handle other people and all those good things. And why not have your intentions be the love, the love frequency? You know, I trip off of the competition aspect of life. People are competitive with each other a lot. It's like I need to outdo this person. I need to be better than them. I need to show them that I'm better and I'm just the better person. But it's not even about being better than somebody. It's about just being in yourself and knowing what you're capable of and all this stuff. I just sat at my station yesterday and sewed a wig by hand. I made this wig. I had said I was going to start making my wigs again. And I said, I'm going to order me some hair and make this wig. And so I made the wig. I started making the wig probably like a couple of weeks ago, actually. But it was too much going on, so I didn't get time to spend on it. Yesterday I had the time and I finished on it, and it came out really good. And I'm getting ready to sell that wig. But I'm not worried about who I'm better than. I'm not worried about that because my aspect and my idea of my wig making was for me to create my way of doing a wig, not to copy off any of the videos that I watch or anything like that. Just come up with my own way of doing it. And I did look at the way certain people did stuff, but at the end of the day, I went and I shopped for my materials. I looked at the dome caps to see which ones would work better, and um, I went from there because I had tried them with other dome caps earlier on, and I didn't like those because it seemed like it wasn't not enough room to get your head in there and stuff. So I wanted to do that, and I actually sew mine by hand. A lot of people use a machine and stuff, but my mother taught me how to sew at an early age. She showed me how to sew by hand, and she was bad with it. She was really good with that shit. Like him putting a hem in some pants and all that with her by hand. So since she was so good at that, I took that to another level with my wig sewing. And anytime I saw weave as well, it's just the same type of meticulousness with my sewing pattern, how I sew. And oftentimes I could be in the shop sewing and people be like, why are you doing all that? Why are you sewing it like that? Well, that's how I sew. I mean, how can you tell me that the way I sew is wrong? Because anytime I do a weave, nobody come back talking about, oh, my tracks are out. No tracks come out until I take them out. Nothing, unless the thread pop. That's a different story. It's not because of me and my sewing or my inability to sew. But that goes back to the competition aspect of things. People love to compete. That's what makes them want to do half of the things they do is because they want to outdo the next person. And I feel like, why are we worried about this other person so bad? Why do we care? We have to that's called grow up and elevate and evolve in the way we think. And that's just pretty much it. It's not about wanting to outdo another person. And I've been running into this issue right here is where people don't want to work together on anything. It's sad. It's the saddest thing that I've seen because if one person comes up with an idea and they ask you, do you want to be a part of a collaboration? People don't want to do that collaboration. They don't want to put the energy into that collaboration because these people want it to be all about them. That's what I learned. It's a thing where they want it to be all about them. They don't want to collaborate, but they don't understand that a collaborative effort with more than one person it becomes a team of people working towards the same goal, which I feel at some point we can get somewhere doing this. Just like I work with Dr. Tanya. I'm not eager to learn from her and then run away from her and go somewhere else and start my own thing because I feel we're more powerful together, me and her. Like me working with her, us doing all our sound practitioner stuff and all the stuff that we do, I'd rather work with her. That's just how I feel. I mean, I could do some things on my own too, but I don't think that at this moment I don't want to separate myself from her to go off and do a solo project and just do that alone. I would do work with her. And if some things come up that I can do alone, then I will. But more than likely, I want to do the collaboration. I got a couple of collaborations going on right now that I feel will be in my best interest at the end of the day. I really think that. And it was so profound what she told me too. Like, she was like, basically, people that she had worked with before were basically eager to get away from her. And Dr. Tanya is like the sweetest person. Maybe I'll see somebody else can't see, but she is just such a sweet person, and she's very, very knowledgeable about a lot of things. And I feel that this is a good place for me to be, but others might not feel that way, and I don't understand why, but maybe I'll learn later. But I just feel like it's more so a me thing. People want to be the center of attention. They want to be the main focus, and don't realize that you're gonna shine anyway. I'm gonna shine wherever I go. I don't care who I'm with. That's how I feel. I'm gonna shine no matter what. I'm gonna get recognized. People are gonna have something to say to me, and I'm very modest about it. I don't care about all that. I'm there for a purpose. My intentions is to heal the world if I can. Whatever I can do to heal people, because I know that our community suffers from trauma, and that was told to me by spirit when I asked the question, why are my people, why do they react the way they do? And in my mind, I showed God somebody reacting to something in a messed up way. And the answer I got was, it's the trauma. It's the trauma that we all suffer. It's the trauma we all suffer from. And then I had to go back and think about me and the trauma I suffered from and my reactions to life on certain occasions and how I reacted to certain things and how I got triggered over and over again. And when I talk about triggers, this nigga want to go make a whole live about triggers, taking it for granted and thinking it's funny and just wanting to trigger people on some bullshit. But really, that's a real issue in life that we are not to make fun of. We're not to make fun of it because these triggers cause people to react from other things that have occurred in their lives. And that's when I realized niggas was using me. And they didn't have the right intentions for me. Straight up, they didn't have no good intentions for me. They wanted to utilize my energy for their benefit, come to my live and hear me speak, take words I say, go make a whole show about it, and thought I didn't see that. And then try to throw shade towards me like I did something wrong to them the whole time. I didn't do nothing to them. They just all knew that I am a powerful being, and I'm not afraid to say it, and I'm not gonna put myself in the shadows and downplay myself anymore. I'm very powerful, and my energy can make people, me being around can help people. That's all I can say. Anyway, the triggers cause people to react. One word could be said that will remind them of something else that happened in a traumatic experience. And at that point, they go off. And All this is due to the fact that our community has not healed from the past traumatic experiences. They have not healed, and we're putting together some things so we can help our people to heal. They need to heal from these things, just like I needed to heal from these things. And nobody ever tried to help me heal as long as I been here. And they knew all the things that I've been through. They knew that I suffered from these traumatic experiences. But all I could do is keep reacting. That's all I kept doing all my life. All of my life, I kept reacting to everything that triggered me from those same traumatic experiences I had that I did not know how to cope with. I didn't know how to deal with it. I was too much of a young person to realize what was happening to me. And to not get any psychological help is the worst thing ever for people to who have suffered through these things. If you don't get no help, you're gonna keep, which word am I looking for? You're gonna stay in that same state of mind, and you're gonna keep repeating the same thing over and over again. And yes, I've repeated a lot of shit over and over again in my life until I just started trying to be different and do something different for a change. So I went on this hiatus after the last relationship that I had really been in. I went on a whole hiatus away from everybody, and I went into solitude. I went to a place where I can be to myself, and I went within. This was even before I talked to the HOTC. I went within me, and I started working on things, working on myself, understanding who I am a little bit better. And I did good for a while. And then again, I went back to other things. But then I made another decision. I was like, I got to get from right here where I am because I'm just sitting here and nothing's happening that I want to happen. So I got to go make it happen. And that's when I bounced and came where I am now. And the journey never ends. You just got to keep working on you. And that's what I did. I just kept understanding myself a little bit better. And I started healing, the real healing, not the band aid healing that I was doing before I got with the HOTC. And I got into all these thoughts that I had been having. I met the people that was like me. So I moved on to a higher frequency. I was always a higher vibrational being. I just didn't know how to deal with all the other stuff. And I started being able to deal with it. I started dealing with it. And here I am. Here I am. And now I can talk about it. I can say something that somebody else will hear, and they'll want to change. They'll want to see what they can do to help themselves deal with these these things. So I'm not totally against social media because social media helped me meet people that I would have never otherwise I would have never met them because I would where would I have been to meet them? Where would I have been to meet these people? And most of the people that I met on the internet, they still my friends. Ain't that beautiful? I really feel that they love me. I feel the love, the energy of love coming from my brothers from the HOTC. Wasn't that many sisters back there because the sisters, most of them can be back there for whatever reasons. But we had Shalonda back there with me the whole time. Other people that say they was back there wasn't really back there. They think somebody crazy and that they just think they was back there, but you wasn't back there because there wasn't no ladies back there until I came back there. And they came and got me off of YouTube and brought me to the Discord where two ladies were. Well, actually, it was Empress Lou was there before me. Um, White Dove was there, and Indigenous was there. There was no other ladies there until Lips came in there. Lips came, Lips came back there, but there was no other people back there. People try to tell you lies just because they want to be in a certain position, want to overshadow you. And when they find out they can't overshadow you, guess what? They get ghosts. They come up with a reason why they can't fuck with you or a reason why you did something to them, but you really didn't do anything to them except be in your lane and be who you are and do you. And I know that when I came on the scene and I was in the HOTC and I was the first lady of HOTC, that made a lot of people mad. It made a lot of people mad, but you only can be what you've been here to be. When you was what you was put here to be. It's not about outdoing other people. It's about your position in life and what you're here to do. What your job is here, your duty. And our duty was not to outshine each other. Our duty was to shine together, and our duty was to be that light when other people can't be lit. When they're in darkness, you're supposed to be the light to bring people out of darkness. But I don't think people understand that. They think it's all about that egotistical bullshit. I didn't care about being the first lady, but my brothers felt that I was. It's not about the titles. At the end of the day, I'm still Nikki C. Without the goddess name and all that stuff. But if people view you as a goddess, that's what they're gonna call you. But that's how they see you. They see you as first lady, that's what they gonna call you. They see you as sis, they gonna call you sis. You know what I mean? So it's not about that. Definitely not. I was hoping my brother Knock's wisdom came through. But I guess he probably not up yet. It's early. It's pretty early. And it's Christmas Eve, which I'm not indulging in that. I ain't indulging in none of that shit. And I look at the world and I just say, the people are asleep. They indulge in all these activities. And I'm just straight up like I am. This is just how I feel. And it doesn't mean that I don't have the love in my heart or anything like that. I do. I do have the love. But I give all day, all year long. I give of myself over and over again. And it's worth more than any material thing I can think of. But I said it the other day. I'd rather give somebody some money than give them all my time. I really would. And I did it, y'all. I done made it at the 47-minute mark on my own on a solo tip. I'm on a solo tip. I did that. And I hope to come back more to share some of the thoughts that I have on different types of things that I notice and stuff like that. I don't mind doing that because I think that my words could reach someone who needs to hear that and understand who they really are from within. Everything comes from within. So if you are pushing out darkness that's coming from within you, and whatever you really want to put inside of you, you gotta be careful of the intake or the content, and understand that your energy need to be protected whatever you do in life, because whatever you take in, that's what you're gonna push out, and that's real talk. So if you practice being a loving person, a loving being, and you want love, then you will push out love, and love will come to you in all forms. So right now, what I'm experiencing in my life is love in all forms. I'm getting love all over the place from people who I never, even knew I would be getting this love from. But I accept that love, and that's what I tell people all the time. A lot of people want a romantic love, which it's nice to have a romantic love, but at the same time, if you're getting love, any love at all, it's good. And you need to embrace the love that you have instead of chasing something that's not there, because people will act like they love you and they really don't love you. You know what I mean? You got to understand the difference between the genuine love and the fake love that people will have for you when they have intentions for you that are not good. And that's what I'm talking about the intent. If you don't have good intentions for people, I just feel you should leave them people alone. But people will keep you around. Like I said before, they'll keep you around for what they need you for, what they want to get from you. And once they have that, then you're done. You're done. You got to get tired of people using you and learn to distinguish the real from the fake. The real from the fake. So I want to say big ups to my audience, to people who came through. Big ups to the HOTC, Sister Ty, Sister Soul, Sir Drop, and all my HOTC brothers. Free Huey P. Um, Shout out to Sean. Um, Quinn Emerson always come through. And shout out to everyone who's holding the space for the ones that they love. You know what I mean? And with that being said, y'all, I did my time. And y'all know what I want y'all to do. I want you to love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, and stay fly. And always live in your truth. Peace. I'm out of here.